How's it going, everybody? Pozermobil here, bringing you some absolute bangers that are all on sale for $5 or less on the PlayStation Store for the mid-year deal sale that goes until July 2nd. As usual, I've scoured this sale for all the full games, game bundles, and premium editions that are at the lowest price they've been in recent history and are at least a 75 on Metacritic, so let's get straight into it. First up, we've got Inside for $5 and Limbo for $2.50, or you can grab the bundle of the two together for about $7. Neither of these have a platinum, unfortunately, but they're both literally two of the best games ever made, so if you've never played them, you really probably should. Trophy-wise, Inside is a 2 out of 10 for difficulty and around 4 hours to finish, while Limbo is a 5 out of 10 for difficulty and around 10 hours to finish across 3 playthroughs because of the trophy that requires completing the game in one sitting with 5 or less deaths. Next, we've got Shadowrun. You can get the trilogy for $10, which includes Returns, Dragonfall, and Hong Kong, or you can grab either Hong Kong or Dragonfall by themselves for $5 each. None of them have much info on the platinums, unfortunately, but all three of them are around a 6 out of 10 for difficulty. Dragonfall should take you somewhere around 40 hours to finish, Hong Kong should take you somewhere around 45 hours to finish, and if you get the trilogy with Returns, it'll take you around 20 hours to finish. Next, we've got Kingdom 2 Crowns for $5. This is the indie side-scrolling strategy game that uses pixel graphics and great music to make for an awesome atmosphere. Trophy-wise, it's a 4 out of 10 for difficulty and around 20 hours to finish. Just be aware, it's probably going to take you 1.5-ish playthroughs for some cleanup. There's also 2 trophies that require co-op, but you can do both of them if you've got a second controller rather than relying on another person. Next, we've got Oceanhorn, Monster of Uncharted Seas for $3 if you have PlayStation Plus, about $4 if you don't. The sequel, Knights of the Lost Realm, is also on sale for $10.50 if you want to grab that alongside this one. This is a pretty good hidden gem if you ask me. It's very influenced by the Legend of Zelda franchise, Wind Waker in particular, and has a pretty fun little trophy list to complete, so if you want an RPG like that, I definitely recommend it. Trophy-wise, it's a 3 out of 10 for difficulty and around 11 hours to finish. You don't actually have to finish the game for the platinum. Once you've unlocked all the islands and enemy variants, you can unlock it. And the second game is basically the same trophy-wise, with a 3 out of 10 for difficulty and around 15 hours to finish. Next, we've got Frostpunk, the complete collection for $4.50 if you have PlayStation Plus, about $7 if you don't. This is the version that includes all the DLC, On the Edge, The Last Autumn, and The Rifts, and it's one of the more brutal games to try and go for the platinum in. Trophy-wise, it's a whopping 9 out of 10 for difficulty and around 100 hours to finish. The Last Autumn, which serves as a prequel, is still an 8 out of 10 for difficulty and around 20 hours to finish, and On the Edge is a much easier 6 out of 10 and around 13 hours to finish. Next, we've got Deus Ex Mankind Divided for $4.50, and with the Conspiracy just getting added to PlayStation Plus, now might be a great time to just get through the whole series. Trophy-wise, it's a 4 out of 10 for difficulty and around 45 hours to finish. Just be aware that the 4 online required trophies that revolve around breaching are all very buggy and even unavailable at times, and you're going to need to do a second playthrough with permadeath mode on in the hardest difficulty. Unfortunately, the only Deus Ex games we can play right now on a modern PlayStation console are the original in The Conspiracy and Mankind Divided, so here's hoping we can get Human Revolution and Invisible War playable on modern consoles sometime soon. Next, we've got Iconoclasts for $4. This is the 2D side-scrolling Metroidvania with pixel art graphics, an awesome soundtrack, and gameplay and a story good enough to call this one a hidden gem. No platinum for this one, unfortunately, but trophy-wise, it's a 6 out of 10 for difficulty and around 20 hours to finish. Just be aware that you're going to have to do a second playthrough in New Game Plus on Challenge Mode difficulty. Finally, we've got Bloodstained Curse of the Moon for $5, and you can grab the sequel for $6. This is the very definition of a Metroidvania, featuring an 8-bit art style and gameplay very similar to the NES Castlevania games, particularly Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse if you've ever played that. Trophy-wise, they're both a 3 out of 10 for difficulty. The first game doesn't have a platinum, unfortunately, and will take you around 10 hours to finish, while the second game does have a platinum and will take you around 15 hours to finish. A lot of great picks in today's video. I managed to pick out a pretty wide range of genres for this one. We got a couple of the literal best games of all time in Limbo and Inside, some great RPGs in Oceanhorn, Shadowrun, and Deus Ex, some awesome strategy games in Kingdom 2 Crowns and Frostpunk, and plenty of Metroidvania action between Iconoclasts and the Bloodstained games. So hopefully for under $5 you can pick out something that'll take up some of your time this summer. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. Alright, that'll do it for me though, everybody. Definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to see more sale videos just like this one, as I'm going to be covering different price points each day. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.